Hello there, I'm Dark Shades, broadcasting out of the east of England. Welcome to my channel. First time you're passing through, the thumbs up. If you like what I say, the thumbs down if you don't. You subscribe if you want to know when I upload a video, and you share with people who you think are like-minded and will enjoy it just as much as you have. I wanted to talk a little bit today about what is your purpose, or how do you find your purpose? Somebody called in on Dark Shades Counselling last night, and that was one of the questions they asked. And I thought that is something I was unable to go into it in too much detail on the radio, but it was something that kind of left me with some kind of curiosity as to, number one, whether I responded to her question correctly, and number two, did I even know how to find my purpose, if I'd found it, if I was qualified to tell other people how to find theirs. And then I thought to myself, well, yes, I think I'm on my way to finding my purpose. I think I know what my purpose is. I just think I haven't refined it yet. And the thing is with your purpose, it's organic. And people seem to think that when they want to know where their purpose is, it's something that you find, it's something that you go out looking for, it's something that you discover, but it's not. It's something that you choose. And if you understand that you choose your purpose, then you can understand how your purpose fulfills you and fulfills everybody it touches. Now, to find out your purpose, people will say to you, oh, well, you look for your interests. You listen to feedback. And there's a few other things that you're supposed to do. You write a list of all the things that you don't like. Write out a list of the things you do. And you might ask yourself, now, why the hell would I do that? Why would somebody giving me feedback help me to determine what my purpose is? The thing is, a lot of times we do not know what our purpose is. It's inside, and it's something that has to be brought out because it's among all the other little things that we do during the day. Now, if you have somebody who's giving you feedback, or different people giving you feedback saying, oh, you're really good at that, or I really like the way you did this, or you really made me feel great when you said things like that, you take note. This is something that ordinarily you would take for granted, but now you're trying to ascertain what your purpose is. If somebody compliments you on something that you've done or the way you've done something, take note, write it down. See how many more people say something similar, write it down. And what would happen, and also write down things that you react to. You really don't like that. Like, I react to sometimes when I'm watching Gogglebox and then they go into either really scary or graphic TV movie or something, and it makes me cower. I have a physical reaction to it. I can't watch it. Similarly, if somebody is too crass, I have a physical reaction to it. So I know what I don't like. So what I'm telling you then, if you know what you don't like and you write that down as well, because those are the kind of things you'll want to fight against as a part of your purpose. Some people might not like cruelty to animals, so they'll go out of their way to kind of start looking after animals. And like for me, I don't like violence, I don't like crassness, I don't like injustice. So I found my purpose by doing this video by accident. I mean, at first I used to be quite controversial. And then I realised I had a very analytical mind. And then I realised I had quite a curious mind. But as I was doing my videos, I realised there were some things that made me physically uncomfortable. And it was, maybe it's a fear, I don't know what it was, but sometimes I was concerned about whether or not I was overstepping my mark, overstepping the boundaries. I wasn't sure what I was allowed to say, how I was allowed to say certain things, and it made me feel uncomfortable. And I didn't like feeling uncomfortable. I mean, they reckon that you should go through the discomfort, but I preferred to do something where I can actually have a passion for, say exactly what I want to say, how I want to say it, without thinking in my head, oh, is this going to be vetted? Is this going to be taken off the channel? Am I going to be done for this? Am I going to be sued for this? You know, and it started becoming, not, I wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't enjoying my videos anymore. And then I thought, well, that can't be my purpose because I'm feeling uncomfortable. I'm not enjoying it. So then I started thinking about other ways to help or guide or inform. And that is what I mean by finding my purpose, because when you start getting rid of the things that you don't like and find the things that you do like and nurture them, then you'll find yourself on the route to your purpose. And at some point in the future, God willing, I will find my purpose. Maybe I found it already, I don't know. So that is why people outside, when they're giving you feedback, they can actually help you find your purpose, because whatever you reject, you have to question yourself about it and see what it is about that you reject, and whether or not it's something you would like to speak up about, react to, whatever it is you want to do about that particular situation that you don't like. Also, it's a question of list your idea of a perfect life. What does that look like to you? And how would you be able to fulfill it? What is stopping you from fulfilling that image now? Write down those things that are stopping you from fulfilling what you perceive as a perfect life. That could be your purpose. Because some people, my mother's purpose in life was just to be a loyal mother and a dedicated wife. That was her purpose. She fulfilled her purpose. People's purpose doesn't have to be philanthropic. It doesn't have to be major and big and out there. Your purpose might just be to be a good mother or a good parent or a good colleague, a good sister, a good neighbour. Your purpose might be to serve God, to spread the word. That might be your purpose. But not everybody's purpose is magnanimous. Sometimes it's just simple. It's what fulfills you. If being a wife, a mother, a good sibling, a supportive colleague makes you feel fulfilled and makes you feel satisfied and happy at the end of the day, you fulfilled your purpose. It doesn't have to be anything magnanimous. So, like I said, explore your interests and your dislikes. Find out what bothers you, what makes you unique. That's important. List the activities that make you happy, and then cut them down as far as you can go. Put as many things down that make you happy, and then cut them down. And you could do the same with what you dislike, because somehow within both, you should get a kind of picture about what makes you, where you feel good and fulfilled in all of that. You will not find your purpose if you live vicariously through someone else, like your spouse, your child, or even your pets. Some people, they live vicariously through their pets, their job, They are obsessed with something, you know. So that's not how you find your purpose. Your purpose has to be personal, to do with you and you alone. So if you feel something is missing in your life, that thing that's missing is your purpose. And your purpose is organic, like I said. So whatever is missing, you try, like I said, you try to create the perfect picture where what is missing is there in your picture. That's that's a way of finding out your purpose. Look for that little missing part of the puzzle. You're not feeling fulfilled. You're like feeling as though you're in an anticlimax. What would make that picture complete? What would it take? And think outside the box. You don't have to think about your current circumstances. Think outside the box. Think if there was no limitations, no repercussions, no consequences, what would make, and if I wasn't married and if I didn't have any kids, whatever it is, whatever limiting factors you have now, forget the limiting factors and think, what would it take for that little piece in the puzzle that's missing to be filled? Johnny Nash says, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, bright, bright sunny day. Whatever he says. But this isn't. I'm not auditioning for X Factor. I'm just saying when a bit when you find your purpose, it's a bit like that. The dark clouds are out of the way, and all the obstacles are out of the way, and you can see a bright and sunny day. That bright and sunny day is where your purpose is. That's what I was trying to say, or trying to prove with my crass voice. Anyway, when you feel your purpose, you feel complete. Start to do everything you feel like doing and what feels best out of the whole of them. So you start doing everything that you like to do, you know, and then see which one makes you feel different, makes you feel good out of everything you do. And make sure everything you feel like doing, you do. And then explore your reactions to everything you do. If you don't like it, if you start doing it and you don't like it, what is it about it that you don't like? What's turning you off of it? Why are you resisting it? Why are you retaliating against it? Or are you being stubborn? If you are being stubborn, why are you being stubborn? And if you don't like something, ask yourself, what is it about it that I don't like or that doesn't feel right? A purpose is what makes your life feel meaningful, whatever that is. Behind the scenes, who are you? If no one was about and there were no repercussions, who would you be? Sometimes we put on a facade, we don't even know we've got a facade. Sometimes we are so many, we are parts of other people. We're not even ourselves, a lot of us. We've got so much of our parents' influence, our spouse's influence, our kids' influence. You're conforming at work. You know, when you're on the street, especially with all this coronavirus and the police and the lockdown, you're conforming in that environment. You're going into the shops, you're conforming in that environment. You're wearing your mask, you're doing your 2 meters. You're conforming and you're taking on all of these personalities. Who are you? Beneath all of that, who are you? Where are you? Amongst all of those dominant personalities that have overwhelmed you. Where are you in all of that? Who's looking after the you underneath all these layers and layers and layers of conformity? Because once you find where you are in the whole of that, take off the mother role, the sister role, the daughter role, the spouse role, the colleague role. You know, get rid of them all. Who are you? Where are you? Do you know who you are without all of that? If you know, once you know who you are amongst all of that, And in that kind of moment where you finally find yourself, you'll find your purpose too. And that's all for now. Bye-bye.